Hello, everyone. This is Dan Gramza, and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, February 9th. What are we looking at here? If you're not familiar with these videos, daily chart, candle format. This is the S&P 500. The green line represents buy, the red line represents sell. The dashed line means that's something that happened earlier in the week. So the difference between that sell and buy level you see there is 1850. The dollar value between this sell and buy level, there, that dollar difference is 28.50. Now, what we're looking for here in this market is follow through to the upside, not a dramatic move on Monday, but buyers are here. Let's see if they can continue that upward pressure. And that is what we're looking for. The dollar values I just shared with you, that's for a reference. For a lot of people aren't familiar with futures, so I want you to get an idea of what the magnitude of change is. Now, let's go on and look at a few other indices. Over here in the NASDAQ market, the dollar difference up there on top is $1,200 a contract. Dollar difference at sell down to that buy level is $21,320 a contract. What do we look for here? Again, follow through. Same thing here in the Dow that made historic highs. Do look for follow through, but not the same size move that you see here. Dollar difference here in that market, excuse me, between the sell to that buy level is it's $1,505 a contract. That next level that you see right here is $975 a contract. Let's move on though, and let's talk about what's happening with the Russell small cap stocks coming in. It's not as strong as move as we saw in these other indices, but follow through to the upside, but look for a smaller range day in that market. Dollar difference here, 2,600 between those two different dashed lines, and the sell level down to that buy level, again, just to give you a reference, is $450 a contract. Now in the currencies, the euro trying to firm up, can it get the job done? Same thing here for the Swissy. Yes, I am looking for follow through to the upside. $775 is the dollar difference sell to buy level in that market. Japanese yen, this is a bullish setup, but so far buyers haven't appeared. Same thing holds true for the Aussie dollar. Buyers have shown, but can we get follow through? I do look for that. Next 2 days are very important here in the Aussie dollar. British pound traded above its buy level. Dollar difference in that market is $262.50. What do we look for here? Well, buyers are here, but can they get the job done? We're saying here that we're looking for a weaker US dollar. Canadian dollar sell to buy level is $250 a contract. Follow through, well, this is going to be tougher. It's kind of the weakest out of all these currencies, but yes, I do look for an up day on Monday. In Bitcoin, we finally got low enough to find some buyers in that market. Dollar difference sell to buy level. And again, this is just a reference for you. That's $96,550 a contract. What do we look for? Yes, I do look for follow through. Is starting a potential momentum trade in that market. 10-year notes yields got stronger, price came off, makes sense. Dollar difference here is $468.75. I look for a down move, sideways to down move. Same thing holds true in the treasuries. To dollar difference buy to sell level in that market is $531.25. And what do we look for inside day in that market? How about gold? Well, gold also found some buyers on Friday. Could this be at double bottom that we've talked about? Maybe so in that market. If we just look at the last couple here in the gold market, dollar difference sell down to that buy level is 3,030. I'm sorry, it's 32,500. 3,500 is what you're seeing between this buy level to that sell level. So more room to the upside in that market. Silver also low enough to find buyers. Dollar difference sell to buy level is 12,100, and the dollar difference sell to buy level there is, I gave you the wrong number there. Yeah, that's 22,000. $700 is that dollar difference. All right, so what do we look for here? I do look for follow through to the upside in that market. Copper gotten low enough to find buyers there. I'm skeptical of this market. Dollar difference here is $2,000 a contract, and the same thing holds true here. That's the dollar difference, but follow through. Yes, that is what we're looking for, but I'm still cautious about that market. Crude oil sideways move is what we're looking for in that market. Dollar difference, sell to buy level here, $890 a contract. Follow through, look for an inside day in that market. Same thing holds true for what we're seeing in that gas. You would think it would be bullish, but no, we're not seeing buyers really coming into that market. Dollar difference here between sell to buy level, $2,500 a contract. Sideways move is what we're looking for lower. Soybeans, new highs on selling. Not a good sign for continuation. Dollar difference buy to sell level there, $200 a contract. Corn, a market that also cooled off on Friday. Look for a down day to inside day in that market. Dollar difference there, $250 a contract. And in Mr. Wheat, dollar difference sell to buy level is $200, $300 a contract. Look for an inside day in that market. I don't look for dramatic follow through in Mr. Wheat. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to being with you again. And in the meantime, take care.